figure out what personalities speak to that idea.
And I'm very happy we've come to creatives. Creatives. Working with creatives is a test of one's patience.
Yeah.
I've come to find. You know, deadlines. Deadlines are always, I think, people, they don't really get the importance of deadlines because deadlines, for example, a client says, listen, you need to deliver by this day so we can invoice and then payment will come in within the week. You go past the deadline, oh, I'm sorry, we had ABCD happening and ABCD, so to come in a few weeks down the line. Mm-hmm. How do you sort of create this culture around people, especially for you who works with multiple creatives? Sort of say, listen guys, you stress the importance, like, listen guys, the reason I said this needs to go up by Thursday is because invoices need to be done by Friday. Like, I don't want to be, because it's difficult to impose on creatives again, because they are also very narcissistic and they'll just solar you and just, you know, and you lose that relationship of building something with them. So you don't want to be too Idi Amin about it, but then again, you don't want to be too Mahatma Gandhi about it. So like, how do you sort of impose that?
To be honest, there's times I've managed to do it, sometimes I don't. So normally what you resolve to is, if my deadline is Saturday, I'll tell them I need it on Tuesday. Okay, so normally that's how we work. So even let's say most of the work that we do on behalf of clients. So we may be working on a project, and then I've got like 3 designers or 2 designers working on that. I'll tell my client, look, I'll give it to you on the 16th. Then I'll tell the guys, we need this by the 5th. Because I know a creative, you know, the way they operate. But then at the same time, you begin to, like what I said, when you're working with so many people, you begin to know who can handle what and when. So if I'm in a pickle and I need to get something done, I know who to assign something to. Okay, there are some creatives who give excuses for everything. You know, you give them, okay, can we just move the logo? Yeah, no, you know what? Bossy, that kokore, you know, we need to open this software. I'm like, no, I'm also a graphic designer. I know, so just please move that there and give it to me. So you have different people who are divas, okay, at times. But then you've got those who really love what they do and they want to get the work done. Okay, so you just need to learn who to assign what at times. Because again, you don't want to frustrate your creative. The moment he's frustrated, he won't create what you want. Okay, and that's, it's very sensitive.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I guess everyone has to find what works for them in the end. And like you said, you know who to assign, what to say, okay, so this person works well under pressure, this person doesn't, this person can handle this person doesn't. All right, that's we'll see how.
They're like children.
We'll work on it. Yeah, definitely. So moving on to sort of try and get things moving. Your creatives are there. Let's talk about design. Mm-hmm. Everyone loves design. You know, so colors, talking of typography, talking of effects and all that. So you mentioned before with color, you said how does the color make your client feel? In regards to your brand, is it to say you are limited to what your product or service is in regards to color, or you can be like me and just like, okay, so the first letter will be blue, then the next one will be green, then the final 2 will be gold. You know, I just wanted to speak to how rainbow our operation is. Like, so that in regards with design as well, like, is there an actual process about it? Because I feel like we're all very haphazard about it. It's just like, okay, yeah, we need a poster for, I don't know, an event. Then you'll be like, whatever someone gives you, just like, okay, yeah, that's fine, yeah. It's a poster, it looks good, but maybe the colors are not the brand colors, you know, like, yeah, just walk us through that.
Like I would advise everyone here, to sort of like, when this is done, Google the psychology of like color. There's actually a science behind color. You'll find people behave a certain way when they see certain color. Whether they know it or they don't, it does trigger. So the colors you choose, it does make sense. You can't be bright red and you're creating a business that's, you know, like calm, and, you know, because red signifies excitement, you know, caution, stop, etc.
Yeah.
So it's not an emotion that's, you know, calm. But then black is sort of like power, you know, power, authority, you know. So you can't just pick a color and then you've got a name that doesn't make sense, and then like, oh, it's like Versace, you know, definitely panga sense,
Yeah.
you know. Oh, by the way, I don't eat Versace, so I had to do that. Okay, so you want something that's specific, okay? Like the best thing, do your research on the psychology of color. So as you are creating that idea, you actually find out that, is it blue? Yeah, it should be blue. Actually encourages, is it blue? It encourages people to actually drink water, you know? Blue is trust. So you find that most products are a certain color because of a certain reason. All poisonous products are all yellow. They have yellow, they've got red, they've got green. Okay, like it's across the board, because naturally we have been programmed to know that, okay, yellow, because even in nature, okay, there's certain snakes. You know a snake is poisonous based on the colors it has. If it's got this color or that color, okay, it's not poisonous, you can touch it. Same thing with frogs. Okay, so it's something that's been programmed in us, and it's nature. So the moment you start understanding the psychology behind that, you can use it to your advantage for your business. Okay, if you're doing a loan business, you want to be blue, you want to be black, you want to create that trust, loyalty. Okay, I can trust you with this and that. So that's the game around. That's why you find most banks are blue. Okay, and yeah, so there is a science behind that. And as you're creating, try to figure out, like I said, what do you stand for as a company? Is what you're standing for to create joy with our shawarmas? So let's find every color, every font that shows excitement and joy. Okay, that's why if you see Coca-Cola have got this. As much as it started off as a typography issue from back in the day, but they've sort of maintained it because it shows, you know, excitement flowing. Okay, and then, by the way, do you know that Santa Claus was actually green? Coca-Cola is the reason why Santa Claus is actually red right now. Yeah. So that's their power of owning a color. So there's something called owning a color, okay, where your brand is so strong that when they see a color, the first thing they think of is your brand. And Coca-Cola has done a very good job with that. So yeah, there's a science behind that, and it's very important what color you pick.
Definitely, yeah. I think green improves appetite.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, like when you're sitting somewhere that's green, you just be hungry all the time. Yeah, me and my roommate actually painted the kitchen green. Just like, yeah, whenever you walk in.
You've got a big food budget.
Yeah, we wish. Anyway, yeah, so definitely I think it makes sense to understand, you know, things like color, typography, because it even makes it easier when you're working with designers to say, okay, yeah, I like this, but why don't we go with this? Because I found that sometimes it's easy to get superimposed by a designer, like you said, it's just like, boss, to move this from here, I have to take 2 days. Like, no, come on.
Come on, just click,
just
click,
less than
click,
30 minutes, you get this done. So I understand. Now, in regards to color and design and typography, rebranding, your business changes. We started, I have a friend who started out, used to sell talk time, walking around selling it on the streets, and then now he's rebranded into booths. So mobile money booths now, and the business name didn't change, but the way it operated, it sort of, it shifted. Yeah, from, you know, one-on-one with him, he comes into the office, gives everyone talk time, says hi, what and what. Now all of us are lining up outside his booth to go and buy airtime. So when you rebrand, is it key to change stuff about the brand? Or I think what I'm trying to ask is, what causes a business to rebrand?
I think there are various reasons. So you discover that, like I said, the problem keeps changing, or new problems keep coming up that you have to solve. And because of that, you find that, look, I'm in a new area and I'm solving the problem I'm solving now is sort of different. Like, we've changed our logo. Our logo used to be a stickman's head with like headphones on his head and sound, you know. Then what happened was we were providing marketing services to clients, because the people who would attend our events, they loved how we marketed the events, how we made noise and all that. They were like, okay, can you come to our company? We'd like you guys to pitch. So we pitched, they liked it, and we started pushing for them. But then every single time we took that invoice, there was like a guy with headphones, you know? So it wasn't making too much sense on that aspect. So like, okay, we'll need to change our logo to stand for what we're about to venture into. Because before, Retunes was just media and entertainment. But then we've brought in a new aspect, which is new business ventures. So we're trying to invest into different ideas and the like. Now, because of that element, we needed now to sort of drop it, because already just tunes. Like, how come you're tunes, but you are doing marketing? You're tunes, you're doing farming. You get it? Didn't make sense. So you have different reasons to rebrand, okay? And majority of the times, those reasons are valid, but sometimes they are not, okay? So if you see that it's actually valid and you need to change, the process that you need to go through is you need to understand, like, okay, what do I want to do in the next 5, 10 years? Okay, what's the vision of what I want to do? And try to develop something that's in line with that. You don't need to change everything, because Coca-Cola tried that once, okay? They decided to change the drink, the actual product. And what happened was they got a backlash. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a time there was Coca-Cola Classic. Okay, and Coca-Cola Classic was like, you know, Bill Cosby was the one marketing it even. It was like, what would they say? Coca-Cola Classic, new taste, new formula, what. And they got a backlash. Now, this is the power of a brand. One of the guys, I think it should have been the CEO or the head of marketing, received a letter. A very, you know, harsh letter. Like, you guys have done something that's horrible. You've done what? They were being put to task for what they did. Yeah. And then that woman was about 70, okay? Then they decided to bring her to the headquarters and sit down with her and talk to her. Guess what? Her entire life, she's never drunk Coca-Cola before. That's the power of a brand, okay? So there are times, there's certain things that people have, you know, attached themselves towards, like your brand, like, this is why we love you. So when you're changing that, be very careful. Like, it really has to be necessary. If it's not necessary, don't tamper with it. You can change a few things here and there, but just don't tamper with it, because what Coca-Cola tried to do, they tried to temper something that stood for something for people. Like, everyone knows that only 2 people or 3 people have the secret ingredients to Coca. We know that story. That story to us means a lot. So the moment you hear it, why did you change your formula? You get it? Like, what happened? You know?
The secret came out.
Yeah, the secret came out or what? So be careful with how you change things. And we've sort of had something like that happen to us, where there was an artist that we were pushing, okay? And we tried, because the time his music was becoming popular, what was happening was, you know, we were young. Majority of the people used to come for our shows and were young people, the 16-year-olds, 18, etc. But then our biggest objective was, we want, you know, the big people money. You know, the managers, these guys, those are the ones with the money. So let's try and, you know, reroute your music so that we can attract these people. So we let go of the people who were actually making that artist. And we started focusing on a crowd that were like, you're childish, what you're doing is childish. But then to the young people, it was not childish, it was cool. Okay, now because of that switch, there was a miscommunication within the brand. And because of that miscommunication, you end up now losing certain traction that you already had. And now you have to now start going back. Okay, now how do I get back? How do I get back? And it's hard to do that. You're better off, okay, look, people love us because we deliver on time and our delivery is free. Then that's your unique selling point. Never tamper with your unique selling point and start grabbing things that make you the same as everyone else.
Noted.
Yeah.
To just run through quickly before I open it up to everyone else. Managing multiple brands. You do that. I tried, failed very horribly. Never, I don't know, maybe
Never
I
say
will.
never.
Ish. No, it was the pains and the struggles of like, especially for some of us who work sort of like in digital marketing during the day. In the morning, you have this Facebook page. In the afternoon, you have this Facebook page. In the evening, you have this Facebook page. And then like, you're doing that all the time. And then at some point, you forget that you're actually in a page and you start DMing your friends. And you're like,
wait a minute.
Hey, who's this? And it's like, oh no. So how do you do that? How like, you're managing multiple brands and they're all speaking different voices, all with different values. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you stay centered and know, okay, at this time, I'm Brave Only Music, and this is what we're doing. Okay, at this time, we are retunes, and this is what we're doing.
Today we've had 2 sessions, eh? So I'll refer to the previous session. There's something we said, which was like it was on point, which is the madam there said it. You're like working with people. You know, working with people always allows you, like the thing about what we are doing here. Okay, all of us. Okay, we are leaders and we should not operate like followers. Okay, now us being leaders means a true leader is one that actually lets go of people and allows them to become themselves. Leaders that are not good are those who are it's a lembapa. No. Use this handwriting. No, drop that pen. Now use this one. Okay, micromanaging and you're trying to bog down people. So now in the same vein, you're like, okay, so how do you manage to do A, B, C, D? You're able to do that by allowing people to do what you believe they can do. Okay, so personally, we've practically broken down our team into 3. So there are those who are focusing on retunes. There are those who are focusing on the farming project we're doing. Then there are those who are focusing on the agency work. Then when we're doing the agency work, there's also like a breakdown of team. This person is an account executive for this account. This person never gets to do what the other one does. He can help give ideas, but their focus is just, okay, I'm handling this brand, or I'm handling this brand, I'm handling that brand. So you break it down like that. Then same thing with Brave Only Music. Like from 2015 December when we started it, up until right before we launched Esther, I was the one running Brave Only, but I no longer do that. And the entire 2017-18 has run without me being the person who's, okay, no, come here. Okay, the Brave Only team is doing it. Okay, and we did over 26 workshops because Brave Only is an artist, a non-profit artist hub. So where we're equipping artists with tools that help them, move from creative to enterprise. Okay, so that entire workshop schedule we did for the whole year, we had guys like Pt4, Slap D, all that. I was not involved. You get what I mean? Because you've created a system, you have a team, you've got people that you believe, look, this team can do what they're doing there without my support. Or this team can. So you are coming in on the aspect of, oh, guys, let's move. Remember what I said about, you're constantly reminding people about the vision. So the biggest thing that I do every single day is to remind the team. So I'd sit down with these guys, our vision is this. We want to create this. Let's keep doing it. And then they're running it. Like today I haven't been at the office, I think almost the whole day. Okay? And the team has managed to, all the teams have managed to do what they are supposed to do. Okay? Then I'll come in, the stuff I'm supposed to do, I'll do it. Okay, but the stuff that others are supposed to do, allow them to do. And as entrepreneurs, especially startup entrepreneurs, it's hard to let go. We always want to no. That's that. No. Leave it. You get what I mean? So we need to learn to allow people to do what we believe they can do for our organization. If you don't, you'll be a one-man army, and that's
yeah,
scary. Yeah.
Believe me.